Welcome to the Insmart Yourself podcast. Today's podcast is brought to you by McDougall's Tartan Paint. It ain't getting any more tartan than that.
Thank you.
Good.
All right, we're gonna start with some philosophy today. Philosophy is very important for your brain. So, is milkshake a soup?
What constitutes a soup? Is it? Are you saying milkshakes are milk soup?
No, I'm saying they're like vanilla and milk soup, or like vanilla and caramel soup.
Doesn't have to be cooked to be a soup, or boiled, as it were.
That's a good question. Well, isn't gazpacho a cold soup? But I guess it's cooked
Isn't
and
it
then
cooked
served
and then?
cold. Yeah.
Well, I guess milk is cooked. That's how pasteurization works.
Yeah.
But vanilla's not, or banana, or whatever the hell.
Vanilla's a vegetable.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yes. Is it? But isn't it a fruit? Doesn't it have seeds?
Isn't it a bean?
Yeah, but isn't it? Isn't a fruit something that has seeds?
Everything has seeds.
Yeah, but it's like, no. What's the definition of a fruit? Slash vegetable.
Well, I mean, it depends. Because, like, there's the culinary definition where, like, tomatoes are vegetable. And then there's, like, the actual scientific definition where it's a fruit. Tomatoes
we'll
are fruit.
go with science because we're a scientific podcast.
Yeah, true. So I guess... so I think how it works is this, right?
Yeah.
If you throw it at a wall and it splatters, it's a fruit, right?
Yeah.
If you throw it in a wall that it bounces off, it's a vegetable.
Pumpkin.
Doesn't splatter.
Oh,
It's got a hard skin.
well, what about watermelon? I mean, if you change it from a wall to dropping it off a building, then yes. I mean, most things will splatter, but
Yeah, true.
or if you like really give it like a toss. Get it? Toss.
Yeah, I get it.
Because you toss salad. Yes, thank you.
Or is it a curry then?
So what the hell? What's the diff? What is?
All right, so curry's like, it's like a thick gravy with spices in it, right? Milkshakes are thick, earthen water. They use a milk base, like many curries.
Yeah.
Well, the curries use coconut milk. And,
Really?
yeah, and it's got spices in it, such as vanilla.
That's literally the only spice.
And cocoa. Oh, cocoa's not a spice.
Chocolate is not a spice.
Well, strawberries is... No, it's not.
It's a fruit again. Oh, wow, they're all fruit.
So it's like a fruit curry with vanilla, because they all have vanilla in them.
Do they?
Yeah, or vanilla essence.
I mean, that'd add a bit of extra kick to it.
Although my dad did once have like a chili hot chocolate.
That is disgusting.
Oh, and the crazy part was he didn't realize this, but they like sprinkled the chili as powder on the top as well. So he takes it, he sort of like sips it, but he sort of slurps his first one, and he just inhales a bunch of like cayenne pepper powder. And the whole time he's like, "Oh, this is really good."
Have you ever had chili beer? That exists.
No.
It's not the greatest. You know, I had it at like a hipstery sort of like weird brewery. It was in the city, and it was like...
Was it one of those breweries where it's like you go into an alley and you turn right, and then there's like an old service entrance, and then you open the service entrance, and there's like
And you walk up a fire escape.
bootleg brewery in there or something.
No, it was... Yeah. Robert Tussin...
The smarter choice.
Robert Tussin, pay us money.
Please.
No, yeah, it's what was I saying? Fire escape. Yeah, I've told you about the hips. Actually, you know what? Was that the bit that we were doing? Is this milkshake a soup?
That was just our starting bit, yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you want to roll the intro and then I'll tell the story?
Okay.
All right, roll intro.
Learning. Smart. Self-help. Podcast.
Picking your mind.
It brings a tear to the eye, doesn't it?
Magnificent. It really, really encapsulates what we do.
It's what learning's all end about.
Yes. We should just start throwing N on, like, words.
And yes. Enya. No, that's already a thing.
Enyo. Okay, so I was going to say, I was in Melbourne. I went to this really hipster cafe, which is recommended to me by a friend.
Hipster by Melbourne standards or hipster by, like...
Oh, no, like...
general standards?
Let me explain. I'll let you make the decision.
Okay.
So we got in there and... so we got texted the address by the friend of mine and we walked to it and we couldn't see it. We couldn't find it. And so eventually we found it. It was in a hollowed out fire escape in like an office building, but like there was it had built out from the fire escape, so there was a bit more room. And so we get in there and Katie's like, "Oh, can I get a whatever coffee?" My friend was like, "No, you got to have the cold brew," and she didn't have the cold brew. And so I'm like, "Oh, 'cause I don't drink coffee or tea. Hot beverages aren't my thing." So I was like, okay, I'll have a hot chocolate. And the dude looked at me and he was like, "I'm sorry, we don't do hot chocolates here." And I was like, "Well, what else do you have?" And they're like, you can have a nice mild tea." And I was like, yeah, whatever.
What a dick.
Well, whatever, I guess. And so we they're like, "Eat in or take away." And I'm like, I'm pretty sure, I thought this was just a takeaway joint because there was no tables. Right. And so we get there, so we get our order and they give it to us and we said, we said we'll eat here or whatever. So they gave us a saucer and a cup. There was windows along the walls. Those were the window sills with the tables. So like,
that's cost effective.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go to IKEA.
And like there was like business people because we're in the city, like Melbourne City, and they were having like business meetings at a windowsill. And I was like, there was a guy like I remember this vaguely, like, you know how windows aren't flat.
Yeah.
There was a guy trying to like balance his laptop on the windowsill, being like, like trying to like take notes for their like cafe meeting.
That's so like, I bet he worked in marketing or something. So I guess we should just go straight into the today's topic.
Is it? Did I guess it? Was it hipsters?
No.
Was it tartan paint?
No.
Oh.
It's the deep web.
Oh. Sorry, I was stifling a sneeze there.
Yeah. Which is like the web, but for hipsters.
Is it called the dark web?
It's called both.
Oh.
But I think one of them refers to just like the back end of every website that's like not indexed by searches and stuff.
Ah, okay.
And then I think dark web is the one that means like the crazy, and I guess dark
like
web is the
child
one we're
slaves
talking about.
and
Yeah.
like
Which is also,
assassinations.
that's where Bitcoin first became popular.
Well, yeah, it's an untraceable currency. So it's not like bank transfers where it's like, sorry, just a disclaimer. I am slightly coming down or something. So if I sound terrible, blame Katie. She gave it to me. No, it was the first. It was like the untraceable currency. So it's basically this internet cash. Which
I know I have an acquaintance from my old uni who he was into like the Silk Road and all that. You know, the Silk Road was like that drug marketplace.
Yeah, that keeps getting taken down and then put back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he apparently it was funny. I don't know if it was this one, but apparently it was like Amazon but for drugs, and there was like reviews, and the reviews were hilarious. But so yeah, so my mate, he spent like probably like 500 Bitcoin on on drugs on the Silk Road
At the time, or
at the time when it was like 50 cent. No, it was like almost parity with $1.
oh, okay.
Actually, so it must have been more than 500. He spent a lot of Bitcoin on, and like that was back when it was really easy to get to. Yeah, so he spent like an obscene amount of Bitcoin,
That's nuts.
and then it became worth. Like when it became worth like
15,000.
however much it's worth now, it's like it's ridiculous how much it's worth now.
And I think it's dipped back under 10 or something. I don't know. I saw a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow that crypto, but yeah, he was kicking himself. He was like, if I didn't buy all that drugs, I'd be a millionaire.
Yeah, it's like there was a guy that
Although he'd get hit by that capital gains tax if he tried to cash it. So,
well, still, it's like you're still, if you bought like 500 of them for $1, you spent $500. But if you're making like 10,000 per, I don't know what capital gains tax is. You're still making that money minus what the government takes. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, it'd still be a lot of money. But
I mean, you just get like the way I heard to get around it was offshore accounts that don't hit you with capital gains tax.
yeah, we're getting out of my area of expertise now.
I only, but I had one of the guys I worked with previously. He got a whole bunch of Bitcoin, and he was kicking himself because he sold them at $700 each. Now, he still made a fair bit of money, but he didn't make as much money.
God.
Yeah, no, right.
Well, while I was doing research for this, I was looking through like Reddit threads and stuff for like
Wow, you did more homework than I did.
curious things about the deep web.
Yeah.
And there was one guy on it who said like, oh, I found this porn website that made what did he say? That made regular porn look like Owen Wilson. Like as vanilla as Owen Wilson. And I don't know, that was just thought-provoking. It was like, is that like secret ultra double porn?
Yeah, is that like... Did you reckon someone's gone to that website and had like an awakening?
Yeah, and like nothing else works for them now
Yeah,
except
nothing else
for
worked,
like
Owen Wilson vanillity.
like he just goes back to regular porn and he's like,
It doesn't do
No,
it, man. No,
nothing.
I can't. It's like how many It makes me wonder how many things like schools and stuff gave kids like awakenings and being like, wow, I really like Dalmatians. Oh, well, okay, that's a quote from Community, like a bit from
yeah,
Community.
you go. This better not awaken anything in me.
Yeah, the dean's looking at pictures of like Dalmatians, and he's like, this better not awaken anything into me. And then he has like a Dalmatian fetish for whatever reason.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's like that furry.
Yeah, that's right.
Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good show. I missed that show.
For the first 3 seasons, yeah.
Yep, first 3. Let's leave it at that. It just went downhill.
I mean, some people would say 3 was the turning point, but I still kind of liked it.
No, 3 was fine.
Um,
Did you know on the dark web, you can't just like Google the dark web. You've actually got to go to like
you got to get a separate browser.
// Yeah, you've actually got to type it in. You can't. There's no Googling the dark web.
Yeah. And the you have to get this browser called Tor, and and I don't know why.
I thought it was called like Black Wolf. Or something.
There's a few different ones, but Tor's the biggest one, and you have to type in the address, and you know how normally it's like .com or .org.
Yeah.
It's .onion.
Why? ONION.
Yeah, I have no idea why. I think it's either a
Joke.
no, it's either a brand name because Tor stands for the Onion something or other.
Realm.
The Onion Realm. No,
Yeah, you go.
so it stands for the Onion something, And it's like the most private, untrackable browser there is. And you need to use it because...
Well, you can't just Google it.
Yeah. And it's the only one that could... Well, it started out as the only one that could read onion pages or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And if you go back on it, it's like going back into the 90s.
Oh,
like, do you remember when it was like GeoCities and...
Yeah.
And then there was like the whole thing with the... Like you go on pages and it have like a 10-frame animated GIF of like the world spinning or something.
Yeah.
Like fire and animated GIFs of fire and all that crap.
Do you have it?
Huh?
Do you have it? The app?
No, I've only seen I've only seen screenshots. I'm too chicken shit to get the app because I'm like,
yeah, because I mean, like they can, if you get it like through Chrome or something, they know you've got that. I mean, there's a lot of other things on the dark web that aren't illegal.
oh yeah, we'll cover some of them today, but there's a lot that are illegal.
I can imagine.
So like there's like, so obviously that's where all the child porn is. But there's also, drugs, prescription drugs as well. So like you can, if you want to buy...
you can buy a prescription?
You could buy like, you just buy the prescription drugs.
Wow.
And there's a guy who like, supposedly there's a guy his whole thing was he would just send you random Amazon packages.
Oh, mystery boxes.
Yeah, he would send you not like mystery boxes, but it was just to throw off the USPS scanning X-ray machine thing or something. So they'd be like, okay, you're getting a tennis racket, a laptop, 500 Viagra tablets, some whiskey, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it would, like, throw them off or something. And that was his whole thing. Like, he didn't send you anything illegal. He just sent you a bunch of legal things around about the time you were ordering, like in the weeks leading up to you or getting the illegal thing.
Yeah, so it's because it's like I had a friend that bought a BB gun back from Thailand. And the way that he got it through the scanner was he didn't dismantle it. He just put it upright in his suitcase.
Oh,
that's
clever.
And then what he did is he put it next to a whole bunch of screwdrivers and pens.
Oh, so it just...
So it just looked like it was like a toolkit or something. And so they didn't bother checking because they were like, it's probably a ruler or something. So it would have just been like... Because like if you look at like a gun top down... Like it was a handgun.
Yeah.
So like if you look at like a gun top down, it'd be just like a rectangle.
Yeah.
And so he was just like, yeah. And then like everything would like... The image would like go over itself and...
Did you ever get scanned by the naked body scanner?
No, I haven't.
I felt so like violated when I did that.
Yeah, how many people are behind that camera?
Yeah, and like there's like the you know how the photo that it takes, it looks kind of like it looks sort of like not black and white, but like blue and white, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It's just inverted.
Yep.
So if you invert it back, it just looks like a photo.
Yeah, I get that. It's
supposedly they circulate like internally like photos of like celebrities who go through it. The ones who don't fly private.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am. You've been selected for a random search. Yeah.
Although I don't know about here, but I'm pretty sure in America or something you can just say no, frisk me instead.
Oh yeah.
Which I should have done, but I didn't think. And it was also weird because I was like 17, so it was probably illegal to make that photo.
Look, they're the airport. They do what they want, right?
I've seen them frisking kids. I'm like, why?
Well,
I mean, okay, that's probably where I would hide a gun if I was going to get a gun through
or
customs.
Drugs.
But yeah, because even if the kid, like, no one's going to charge it. Well, maybe Texas.
Yeah, no, but obviously, if you're going to like be trafficking drugs, you can just be like, oh, it's my baby. They're all wrapped up. You know?
Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
they're like, oh, can you not wake him? Just run him through the scanner. Don't run him through the scanner.
You just put your baby in the tray.
You put
just put it through the conveyor belt.
It goes through the thing. Oh. But yeah, no, like if you're going to put a bomb on something, I'd put on, and I was a terrorist and I was that like indoctrinated, I'd be like, I volunteer my children to have the shoe bomb.
Man, that shoe bomb guy, he's just such a general failure.
Oh, yeah.
Because
remember that guy that sure threw at George W. Bush?
yeah,
And it was like...
was he was like Iraqi or something, wasn't he?
I have no idea.
Like he was pissed off about... I mean, everyone was pretty much pissed off about the war.
Yeah, look, he could have been American and been pissed off about the war.
Hmm?
He could have been American and pissed off about the war.
It's not the shoe bit, though. I mean, I guess
right?
that's the most available thing on...
To throw. And if that guy knew he was going to get swamped by Secret Service, being like, oh, a shoe! Quick, 20 guys, tackle that one guy.
Yeah, well, I mean...
This is an assassination attempt.
See, it could have been a shoe bomb.
It could have been.
But, I mean, apparently the guy who did this shoe bomb, he was trying to light it with matches, and that's how he
Got caught.
That's how he got caught.
Would you... I would, if I was gonna hide a bomb somewhere, I would not put it in a shoe. Could you imagine just walking and it just goes off?
Yeah, right. Or if like you start running for whatever reason, or you trip over, or like you almost trip over, and then you like and you like sort of stamp to put
And you like put your foot down hard and bang.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even get anyone. Isn't that the point of a bombing?
Yeah. Well, there was a guy in New York a couple of
Yes.
it was last year sometime in like November, December, and he was from Bhutan, which all those damn
Bhutan?
Bhutanese terrorists.
Was that?
I
Like
don't really know.
Southeast
I
Asia?
think it's like Southeast Asia.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Yeah, extremist Bhutanese terrorists. Anyway, he tried to make a bomb,
Yeah.
and he only succeeded in blowing his nuts off.
Well done.
I was like,
He had 2 victims of that crime.
yeah, well, possibly millions, depending on
Yeah, is that counted as
whether you
genocide?
count the personhood of sperm.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of bombs, you can buy those in the dark web.
I assume you can. But I mean,
Or at least stuff to make them.
if
I mean,
you're
you can get
smart, you could probably buy them from,
like
buy the
Bunnings.
makings from Bunnings. Isn't
Yeah, wasn't there a Breaking Bad bit?
there was a whole thing about fertilizer, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a Breaking Bad bit where he makes a bomb out of whatever. Or like just stuff that he found or something.
Oh yeah, the one where he drills through the giant. It's like a thermite or something. I don't remember.
No.
Was it the one where he blows up
bit-
in the first season?
Could have been first season. It's with the psycho Mexican guy. And then turns out his dad
And he's
is-
got the whole. It looks like meth, but it's actually the bomb.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we can get that.
Oh, he was a chemistry
Yeah.
teacher, so he's got
So
access
probably just
to...
found it in his high school.
Yeah, probably.
Found that highly explosive mercury, or whatever it was. What else we got here? Well, apparently, you know what the most common thing you can find there now is?
What?
Dead links.
What? Because they just don't work?
No, because no one maintains the sites,
Oh, okay.
and like,
Or it's just all error 404.
and they're all just links to stuff that people have stopped looking after and or stopped paying for. Like, I don't even know how you do it. Like, do you just buy a .onion address?
Probably not it. We should get and smartenyourself.onion.
Yeah. Well, what do we put on it?
Bootleg podcasts.
We'll put the uncensored one of last week.
Yeah, if you don't understand that reference, go listen to it. Not going to tell you where, so you have to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's not at the end either. And don't try working backwards. Actually, you can't work backwards in a podcast because everything will be backwards. All right. Yeah, go watch last week's.
There's a whole thing about like hitmen on the dark web.
Really? Are they still a thing?
Yeah, but
I thought it was just...
most people reckon it's just like a scam. So it's just people pretending to be hitmen, And like edgy teenagers too.
Where they like got like a photo of them with like 2 guns, like that in a mirror.
Yeah, or like even worse, it's like it's that, but instead of them, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. What is it with autistic Sonic the Hedgehog fans?
Look, I mean, autism may play a factor in it, but maybe they identify with Sonic. Actually, there was a really good Onion article I saw. This,
Yeah.
You might have seen it. I think I sent it to Mason. Woman said, woman thinks the best quality in people is confidence. Woman that's never seen a Sonic cosplay thinks the best quality in someone is confidence.
Oh,
that was really botched. Go look it up; it's pretty funny. But yeah, no, it's
Have you ever Googled your name and then the Hedgehog?
no.
Try it. Google Jared the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
I'll Google
Am
my
I going to
name.
get Jared Fogle?
Yeah, man, that guy's ruined the name of Jared's everywhere.
Jared the Hedgehog. What am I looking at? Just the first image? It's just a dude with a deviant art. Sorry.
Yeah.
What? It's just a hedgehog guy. Like a
Eventually you'll find one where they've got like a
like that.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, where it's like they've just coloured in things.
Well, see, I've got one here where it's a hedgehog that looks like Michael Jackson, but like Smooth Criminal Michael Jackson. What else?
Yeah, I keep getting like the same
here we go.
photos.
Name: Michael the Hedgehog. Age 17. Likes chillin' with buds and stopin' evil dudes. This is good. Dislike: evil.
I mean, well, yeah.
Bio:
Makes sense.
born with black hair, his folks dyed it yellow. But during his teenage years, it went back to its normal color. So now he hangs with friends. Stop Eggman's evil plots.
Was there a full stop there or a comma or?
No, I think he was been like 2 stop.
I mean,
Just have a look at that. And he's shirtless. Like, never mind that in the actual game they don't have clothes at all because they're anthropomorphic animals. But like,
yeah, these related images. Name, Rita. Age, 16. Species, hedgehog. Gender, female. Wow, going down a limb there, Tumblr. Personality, nice, kind, same thing. Creative, half tomboyish.
half tomboyish.
Half girly. Loyal, protective, funny, relatable, and also good at fighting.
Which half do you reckon's girly? I hope it's the top half.
Oh, no, that's the photo.
Yeah, it is the top half. Okay.
Love interest, blood shot, BLUDSHOT, open bracket, boyfriend, close bracket, alignment.
Bloodshot. What?
No.
I must be another original character.
Do you want to? Okay, so likes her friends, playing, doing karate, riding her motor scooter, pasta, mostly spaghetti.
Is she Italian?
Rita, is it a no?
I mean, it sounds kind of Italian, doesn't it?
I'm just trying to. I'm just like skipping through just to find dislikes. Wearing sunglasses makes it too uncomfortable, and she prefers wearing normal glasses.
Oh, thanks for explaining, Rita.
Studying, nasty being her friends and her boyfriend being hurt.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Oh, except for that one mutual friend of ours.
She dislikes honey and having an operation.
Honey?
Do you want to know some quotes from Rita the Hedgehog?
Yes.
Don't you dare hurt my boyfriend. Kia! And everything's going to be fine.
That's kind of sad.
That's
that's your slogan. Everything's gonna be fine.
Everything's gonna be fine. No, that's see.
Oh, I found Bloodshot's profile.
Oh, you just happened to Bloodshot.
Okay, name Bloodshot.
Bloodshot the hedgehog.
Age 18. How old was Sarah?
16.
Oh no,
They're in love.
age is just a number, like prison sentences.
Prison sentences. Prison's also a number.
Species hedgehog. Gender male.
Wow. All right, Tumblr, going down a limb here.
Personality tough, friendly, cool, mischievous, funny, and creative. Love interest Rita (brackets girlfriend). Thanks for clarifying.
Thanks, man.
Alignment good. Likes sports, sodas, video games, Dragon Ball, Talking Tom, Rise of the Guardians.
Talking Tom? Rise of the Guardians? As in like that, like...
Wasn't that like
Christmas
Santa,
one? Yeah, where like...
Jack Frost, Easter Bunny?
Hugh Jackman was the Easter Bunny and he's
Yeah.
like, well, mate, I'm the Easter Bunny for whatever reason. I'm Australian.
See, this is the whole thing. This is everything about Sonic fans. What else we got here? Hot dogs, hamburgers, chocolate, lasagna, Alvin and the Chipmunks, pears, oranges, Portal 2, Mario Kart, playing with his friends, practicing fighting and learning karate, parties, discos, and music.
Parties and discos, two very different things. You got to remember that.
Dislikes his friends being hurt or bullied.
Ah, how convenient.
Michael being stupid.
Or is he mates
That
with
hurts.
Michael the Hedgehog?
I just came out to have a good time. I feel so attacked right now. Wearing goggles. What is it with them and eyewear?
Yeah. Sonic now has goggles.
Nettles. He's allergic to them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Grocery shopping. Very long stairs. Smoking. Nasty people. Arguments. Peppers. Honey. And mangoes. Quotes. Kia.
Oh, yeah.
Come and get me. Hey there, Rita. It's got a question mark at the end.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait, hey there, Rita, question mark.
Yeah. And you want to ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it should be like
you wanna
radical.
You want to hear one of my catchphrases? Hello.
Oh, here's one of my catchphrases. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
See, okay, I get it. Actually, there's these guys I watch on YouTube and they play games and they let's plays and whatnot. But every time they do a Sonic game, Sonic games are not good. I mean, Sonic Generations was okay.
I like Sonic Generations.
But like,
And I like Sonic Mania. That's sick. That's the new one that's like 2D again.
oh, yeah.
Anytime they go back to 2D, it's good.
Yeah.
When they're in 3D, it's a bit...
What about 2.5D?
Yeah, well, Sonic Generations was good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
basically
Sonic
it.
Generations was just, yeah. But yeah, they play, obviously,
The funny thing is, I still love the old games, and then I play through them again, I'm like, oh, this is so bad. Like the first one they made, which was the first 3D one they made, where they got all the voice actors to record at different times, and they didn't have the other actors there, and they didn't see the other actors' lines. And when I found that out, it just made so much sense because like all the deliveries are just like,
yeah, and if you see,
oh, Sonic, you know,
yeah, it's like one of the first ones. That was Dreamcast, wasn't it?
yeah,
And that was redone for GameCube.
yeah.
A lot of them, if you look at their faces and you mute it and you move the subtitles, it's like,
Yeah, it's so bad.
But it does have one of the greatest soundtracks.
Oh,
of
the
music.
the music was the best. That can every single.
Follow
If you look at-
me, set me free, and you escape
Oh,
from
sick.
the
Can we pause?
city. No, I'm singing. All right, I'll sing the rest of it. And we're back. Thanks to from the words of those. I'll do that again. Thanks to those words from our sponsors.
Our sponsors are... And there's a lot of Jared the Hedgehogs.
Oh, yeah, no, I just looked them up. One of them has a massive monobrow.
Oh, here we go. Jamal the Hedgehog. Eyes are secretly laser beams that can outrun Sonic on his best day.
Well, can Sonic break the speed of light? Because if he could, that means he wouldn't be able to see anything. Because he would be going faster than light could get to him. Isn't that how speed of light works?
He's called Sonic because of the speed of sound.
Yeah, but he doesn't... I was about to say this. He doesn't make a sonic boom, but they made a sonic boom, which was
the TV series.
Oh, the game was rubbish as well.
Yeah, the TV series wasn't bad. Like, it was a good kids show, and it was kind of funny.
There was a glitch in Sonic Boom, the game, whereas if you did a double jump, paused mid jump, the pause would reset your jump.
Oh yeah.
So you could literally just keep jumping up, and like. People were breaking the game, getting on top of things they shouldn't have been able to get on top of, skipping entire puzzles. And that was a full release game.
This device is known as the Anger Driver, registered trademark. When Jamal gets mad, this enables him to do the Jar Boogie Oogie. This is so right. This is like really vaguely racist. Jamal then dances out of anger. Even Eggman is frightened by this. These impendent... Oh, this is real.
Why did they retcon him to Eggman? Because he was Dr. Robotnik.
Alright, this is embarrassing that I know this.
Why? It's the fact.
But it was... So in Japan, it's Dr. Eggman. In Japanese, though.
Yeah.
And then the American Sega was like, no, that's dumb. Let's call him Dr. Robotnik. And then they were like, oh... Let's just make it Eggman again.
Yeah, that's...
So this is the subject of many, like, autistic arguments. Where it's like...
who is the true...
Yeah, Eggman was the original one. Robotnik's his real name. And Eggman's his nickname.
He was based off... the American president that says "bully for you."
Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah. The glasses and the moustache, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he was based off.
So his moustache is more like, bam.
The fact that he has a moustache.
Yeah. No, I can see the resemblance.
Yeah. And he's, yeah, I don't know, it's like, Sonic's a weird thing. Like, have you seen that Sonic OC creator? Just lets you make a Sonic OC.
Oh, that must be what all these kids are using.
Oh, no, it's like a 3D thing, and like you get to run around with your Sonic OC.
Oh, the new one. Oh, it's like the new game.
Oh no, yeah,
because you can do that in the new game.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't give them that window.
This is like a bootleggy sort of thing. No, it's just like a garbage, whatever. Noise.
So the dark web.
Yes, I was trying to relate it back to the dark web. Sonic.
Bootleg Sonic. I don't know. Anyway.
No, it wasn't.
So one of the things I heard about that was kind of weird is that there's you know how they have like cam girls.
Yeah.
Where like they strip on the camera and then they like donate money and they'll do things. So it's like, here's $5, put the shoe on your head sort of thing.
Yeah.
So apparently, and like I don't know if this is true or if this is just one of those like urban religions. There's like one of those, but they torture someone.
Oh wow. That's
and then it's like, here's $5, pull his eyes out and then like tie them in a knot, but then put them back in. You know, that sort of thing.
Wow. See, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, humans are that terrible.
Yeah, I mean, there was that whole thing on Facebook Live where those kids in Chicago were torturing the Down syndrome kid on Facebook Live.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. We should do a Facebook Live thing, as in smarten yourself. We should get Facebook.
Don't lead into that from torturing a Down syndrome kid, because people are going to get the wrong idea.
We're not going to torture a Down syndrome kid.
See, it's worse that you have to deny that. It should be understood.
It's just going to be a regular kid. No, it's I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'll do one where it's like every $5 you donate, we give another beer to Ronald.
Yeah, we should do that. Feed Ronald beers live stream.
Or maybe shots, because that's quicker.
Feed Ronald shots, the charity live stream. I mean,
actually, that'd be
sick. That'd be pretty funny.
Or we just do like a completely non-charity live stream where it's like, pay for our case of beers. Every $5 you give, we'll drink another beer from the case.
We'll feed them to Ronald. Yeah, that'll work. It's like you can even do like a. No, that'd be stupid. I was gonna say like a drinking game where they pay money and we do something, but it's like the game is the drinking. We should become a cam girl podcast. So we make an account on a cam girl website where we just do the podcast.
Right, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Like no
nudity. No. We're a family.
Well, I mean, no more
podcast.
than the normal.
Oh yeah.
Nudity of the podcast.
But yeah, no, we should that's where we should live stream.
Probably. Well, see, we can't get super chats on YouTube until a certain level of subscribers.
Super chat? You mean like Twitch chat or something?
Okay, so you know how you have the chat on the live stream?
Yeah, Twitch chat.
Yeah, like that, but on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's a thing called super chat where it's like you pay money and then your chat goes to the top. Oh, so you can ask a question or something like that.
Yeah. No, that's like in Twitch. It's if you subscribe to the channel, your message will come up. Like there's just regular Twitch chat, which is just lol PogChamp.
Yep.
And then there's like the subscribers, which actually come up to
Rushby.
Rushby is like a lot. That actually come up to the streamer, and then they can read them and stuff.
But yeah, I don't know. Because we could do that, and then they'll just be like, yeah, put shoe on head. Do you remember that? That was a meme a while back.
There was a guy's YouTube channel where it was things on my head.
I was like, no, it was like, it was some like 4chan joke way back when where they'd go on cam girl shows and
put shoe on head.
Pay them to put a shoe on their head and see if they would do it. And like 9 times out of 10 they would.
Yeah, of course they would.
Well, because it's somebody's fetish.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's like...
But this is a family-friendly podcast, of course.
This is a family-friendly podcast. That's where we should stream. Adult websites. It's like a lot of like leaked game and movie trailers actually get put up on Pornhub because YouTube, so for example, like Fallout 4, there was a big trailer leaked on like an E3 only trailer.
Yeah.
That wasn't released to the public. It was just shown at E3. Someone handycammed that, and then so they put it on YouTube and it got taken down. So all right, I'll put it on Pornhub then, and it didn't get taken down because like the copyright that. So Bethesda obviously ran their copyright minions through YouTube. It didn't run it through Pornhub. Yes.
That explains how you could get the entire World Cup final on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it wasn't the final. It was the one where Germany beat Brazil like 7-0.
Was it named like...
It was named... Yeah,
11 German dudes...
Yeah, like 11...
brutally bang a Brazilian.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was like 11 young, beautiful Latinos banged by... Germans or something like that, yeah. It was really funny. So apparently there's also this one guy who he just sold potatoes for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But like really nice potatoes, apparently.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
And he sold them on like Silk Road. But they were just potatoes. There's nothing in them.
Yeah, see, like Silk Road, it's... Have you ever used Silk Road?
No.
Neither have I. Good.
No, I'm so like sheltered. I wouldn't know where. I wouldn't know where to get any kind of drug.
See, that's the thing. You don't.
I would have to go to Ronald, and I'd be like, "Hey man, who's your supplier?" And then I'd go to his supplier, and then I'd be like, "Hey man,
who's your?
Where do I
supplier?
get the drug I actually want?"
No, it's not even that. It's like, you don't even need Silk Road. Like eBay will do it. You just need to know the ever changing name of drugs, because like you think of like there's pot, weed, hash, kush. They're all really short, actually, except for Mary Jane. That's slightly longer. That's 9. Yeah, no, you just got to learn the ever changing name of them. So like, especially like synthetic drugs and stuff.
Yeah, it's
so
like
if
that.
you then Google like whatever the name is this week on, not Google, if you just look up on eBay whatever the name is, and then it'll be like, get these sweet bookmarks, and then someone actually wants to buy bookmarks and gets drugs. But yeah, no, it's not eBay. It's like Wish or something.
Oh, I 100% Wish has got to have drugs on it. Nothing else on there makes sense.
It sells hydroponic tents.
Oh man, I use that for my strawberries.
Oh yeah, same. I just really wanted to grow my strawberries indoors.
Yeah, there's a way you can tell you're in the hood in America, right?
Yeah.
If you go into a gas station, they sell these like...
Didn't you say this last podcast? Or did you say it to me?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to say it again. If I said it last time, deal with it.
You're welcome. Double facts.
They sell these like roses in glass tubes.
Yeah.
I did say this in the last podcast, didn't I?
I think so, yeah. But they look exactly like crack pipes?
They work exactly as crack pipes. You just take the rose out and it's a crack pipe. Anyway, I think I said that last time, so...
You're welcome. You get a double fact.
Yeah.
And if you didn't listen to the last podcast...
It's twice as true now.
Go listen to the last podcast.
So in the same vein as Hitman,
yeah,
there's also this guy who would just, you give him $50 and he'll punch anyone in the balls for you.
Yeah.
$100 and he films it.
Sorry, this is slightly off topic. Did you see So I was like, okay, I'm going to tell you my train of thought. So I was like, oh, punch the president in the balls. That'd be hilarious. And then it was Donald Trump. And then there was the guy that was, so Donald Trump opened a golf course in Scotland. And the guy's Scottish. And so the guy, he's an internet prankster. He's one of the better ones.
Mm.
Where it's not just this social experiment, bro. It's actually funny pranks.
Yeah.
So what he did was he got someone, because he's got a pretty big online following, he got someone to send him a uniform for the golf club. So he put that uniform on for the golf club.
Yeah. And
then he bought these golf balls, right? And so he goes up to Donald Trump when he's opening the thing, and he's like as he's like making the speech, he's like, Mr. President, we've got your special golf balls for you. And then he opens them, and they've all got swastikas on them. And then he like drops them, and then like people are like, oh, I'm going to grab that. And they pick them up and stuff and put them in their pockets. And then like the Secret Service is like, excuse me, sir, please disperse.
Oh, man.
I should have. Do you reckon YouTubers, like YouTube pranksters will get to like live stream and people will be like, $50, drown that woman's cat or something?
I think that's probably in the future, but maybe not now.
No, future was last episode.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess if you can live stream from a phone, can't you?
Yeah.
So if you just live stream from a phone and you're just walking around and then they're like, oh, scuff that guy's shoes. Have you seen that one?
No.
There's a guy who goes to the hood and he starts scuffing people's shoes.
Scuffing their Jordans.
Yeah, scuffing their Jordans and stuff. And they're like, they get so angry, which like justifiably, because that's like a $350 shoe.
Yeah. I mean, shoes, they're
really
walked on
expensive.
all day. They're not going to last that long.
No, I mean, they're not good shoes. I mean, they're sort of good shoes because they're like... it's weird if people play basketball in them. Except for Michael Jordan, because that's his shoe. But, like,
Well, I mean, he plays
it's
golf
considered
now.
weird. That's like your dress shoe.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's like Yeezys and stuff.
Yeezy. What does the number on the Yeezys mean?
SPL 456 or something. I don't know. I have no idea. It's probably a conspiracy theory.
Oh, he's into that.
It's the actual number of the beast.
He went on some... I remember he went on some rant on stage. It was in the lead up to like the 2016 election, and he went on some rant about how the international bankers and and Donald Trump's going to save us from them and blah blah blah, and then he just stops the show, and then his giant floating stage just starts slowly going back.
Yeah. There was one. I saw there was a.
And then he went to a mental hospital, but.
There was one in France where he's like, I'm not feeling this show. Stop the show. And then...
Yeah, that was the one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the lights just turn and it's just him going...
Yeah, and he's just like standing there in silence.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Although I think he always sort of acts up around about the time the anniversary of his mum dying, I think.
Oh.
I think.
When is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Whenever that was, I guess.
Because I would love to, like, watch him or, like, see what he does. I don't know, man. Like, okay, look. I've never really dealt with death, like, in that capacity.
Mm.
But it's like, just because something terrible has happened to you, it exempts you from being just a normal person.
Yeah.
Or being normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone deals with things differently.
Yeah.
Like, right after. And, like, maybe for a year or two, but you eventually sort of get used to it.
Yeah, you gotta...
Like, it doesn't go away, but you get used to it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
It's just golden smart and you're so deep.
I mean, some people are just like, I don't want to say fragile, because that sounds like kind of a dick thing to say, but, like, I don't know, some people, it doesn't take much to put them off the deep end.
Yeah, no, I get that. Sorry, that probably sounded terrible on the capture.
It did. Move it with this thing. No, not right now.
Oh, okay.
But just in general.
But you know what should also be moved with this thing? The dark web.
Yes. Hold on a sec. I've just written anonymous confessions.
On the dark web.
Yeah. But I guess it must be like the kind of anonymous confessions that are criminal.
But what? See, anonymous confessions are stupid because people still don't know who did it. You can't just be like, oh, I did 9/11.
No, but it's like, you get it off your chest. So it's like, oh yeah, I did 9/11. Oh man, that feels good. I'm so glad I got that off my chest. Lol, sorry guys.
I've never had that though. It's like I've never had to get something off my chest.
Yeah, it's kind of...
And I feel if I did, telling someone would not be the way to do it.
Well, would you rather just go on
anyone.
a rampage, just shoot up your work?
I mean, let's not rule that one out. I'm not going to shoot up work. No, yeah, but I don't know. I guess I just get over it. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I just wouldn't tell someone like if I did something super illegal.
I mean, I get
not
telling
even illegal, just like something like super dickish. I wouldn't be like, oh, I feel really guilty about this. I need to tell someone.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get telling the person you like wronged and apologizing. Like, I could see
Yeah,
that.
I can understand that, but I still wouldn't.
But like just telling some random on the internet, oh yeah, I
did 9/11.
Yeah, I did 9/11. Maybe that's just the easy out for like dicks. like dickheads just say, "Oh, I feel so much better now that I've confessed."
Oh, I've got to confess to someone. Internet anonymously on the dark web.
Yeah,
So even less people will see it.
yeah. Apparently, there's like blogs on the dark web as well. So, like, what do you want? 11 readers?
That's really how to get yourself out there, you know. What are blogs even still a thing, or is it just like Facebook statuses now?
No, they're still a thing. They're a bit more niche now.
Yeah,
because you can just sort of post a rant on Facebook. And like
that sweet tweet.
Have you seen those people who do like, they go on Twitter and they'll go like 1, first part of their rant, 2, second part of their rant, 3, third part of their rant.
Doesn't it take unlimited now or no?
280.
Oh, that's more than before.
Yeah, it was 140 and then they
doubled it. Why is it capped at that?
And everyone complained, and everybody's complaint was, why are you giving Donald Trump more characters?
140 characters, that's not a lot.
No, I mean, I don't know. I sort of like it because it
that like caps
stops
out at like
people
6
rambling.
lines. Yeah. That like caps out at 6 lines.
I think it's more like 4 or 5. Depends what.
Depends on like what you're writing. Yeah.
Also depends how big your screen is and the font.
Yeah.
Do
you know?
but I liked it at 140 because you forced people to be concise, except for those annoying people that go 1.
Except for like Donald Trump, where he's just like full stop, sad.
You know, he has an art to his tweets because he always goes bang on 140. Well, back in the day, he always used to get bang on 140.
Wow.
I don't know about now.
Does he get the full 280? Probably not. Or still 140.
Yeah. Because he's a conservative. He wants to go back to the. He wants to make Twitter 140 again.
He wants to make it great again. That was a joke on his political campaign. Yeah. His campaign slogan was "Make America Great Again."
Mm. I saw a guy on the web who had every "Make America Great Again" you know, the baseball caps.
Yeah,
he had every variant of cap that they made.
The made in Bangladesh, "Make America Great Again" Chakaz. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently Bangladesh is one of the slightly better places
to make
your clothes, like in terms of like slave labor and all that.
Is it? I have no idea.
I don't know because Kmart makes all of them in Bangladesh, and they got a B+ ethical rating.
B+.
And that's still pretty good. Like that's the top one where there's actually like a bulk of companies there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then there's
there's not many in A.
Not many in A. There's like 3 in A+.
Oh, yeah.
It's very I mean, the main thing is it's expensive to do things ethically.
That is a good point.
Because I don't know, and we'll probably discover this if we ever start making merch. But
buy my merch.
We don't have merch yet.
Yo,
well,
hit the link in the description below. Buy my merch. Oh, we're not plugging merch yet? Okay, sorry.
But yeah, well, you should go through all the old podcasts and see which sentences would be good t-shirt slogans.
There was a good one.
We're not putting Blasians on a t-shirt, okay?
But you could totally get like a little picture of a guy. But there was one that I was listening to the other day that yes, I listened to myself. To quality control so that we don't say anything like last episode.
I don't listen to that shit.
It was we said something about bringing a gun into work, and I was like, look, if you've never thought about bringing a gun into work, you've probably got a pretty good job.
So this is the second time we've mentioned
bringing guns into work. Yeah, I'm not going to shoot up work. I don't want to shoot up work. If you're listening from work, how you doing? Thank you.
Well, it's like isn't your like situation? Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, it's
what are you saying? Anonymous confessions.
Anonymous confessions. Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh yeah, no, we're talking about merch. apparently it's like you can make like a t-shirt. I don't know, coffee mugs you can get like printed on for like 50 cents a mug or something ridiculous.
so that's
If you do it overseas,
postage, yeah.
if you want to do it here, it's like $17.50 a mug.
Yeah, because they probably have to get their mugs made over there and then shipped across and then made here.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know if there's, like, a mug factory in Australia.
I mean, like when you're out in the country, you find a lot of those like super boutique, like arts.
Yeah.
Well, not like
Especially,
arts, but
up
like
the coast and down the coast.
yeah, like
Yeah.
definitely like around Berry and all that.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, because we're in Australia, it gets... stuff being shipped here is so expensive, especially in bulk.
Yeah, we can almost compete just because of how much it costs to ship things here from overseas. Even China.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's more expensive to come here from China than it is China to the States.
It takes longer too.
Yeah.
Well, I've generally seen it takes longer.
It really does. Buying anything online from China.
Who are we? Anonymous confessions.
Yes.
So I think part of the thing with it is it's like people who do super illegal things, like super illegal. Oh, hold on. Hello?
All right, we're back.
Super illegal.
Super illegal.
Yeah, so there's like forums where they discuss.
Have you done super illegal stuff?
Most illegal thing I ever did was I trespassed in an abandoned mental hospital. With you.
Oh, yeah, same. Yeah,
I
that
think
was
you were
it
there.
too, yeah.
Yeah. It's a block of apartments now,
Yeah.
like everything else in Sydney.
Well, there was an abandoned thing I went past recently, which I was like, we should go in there. Or we should not go in there. We should not admit to doing a
Oh,
crime.
no, we're not. We are not premeditating this crime. What is trespassing anyway? Is it just like a fine?
Depends on what you're doing or what it is. So if you're like trespassing on like private property, a lot of the time, if you get caught, they'll just be like, guys, come on, move along. But if it's like something abandoned, it'll be like, all right, guys, etiquette. If it's like something,
The Prime Minister's office.
no, if it's like a house or something, yeah, you can get arrested. It's probably just a fine. But then, like, if you're like going onto like military bases and stuff, yeah, that's waterboarding.
I think they just shoot you.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think they do, but I think they shoot you if you run.
Stop running. We don't want to chase you. No, yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, the most super illegal thing I've ever done is nothing because I've never done anything illegal. Definitely not bringing a gun into work. I haven't shot up work ever. Just as a thing.
I don't know. That's a suspicious pattern, then.
You brought it up 3 times. You're trying to confess something. Bringing it back to confessions.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like they have like forums for like pedophiles and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and they share advice and stuff.
Yeah, it's like I was. This is completely unrelated to anything. I was like, how could I ruin someone's life, right? And I was like, just get several different people to ring like Crime Stoppers with someone's like car rego plate, and just be like, yeah, they were at a really crowded children's park with their penis out in their car. I didn't want to say anything, but I thought I should tell someone. Or like...
And you don't need the evidence anymore. Because people are just like, oh, there was an accusation. Jail. Well, not jail, but like, it's enough now to just, like, they'll never work again.
Yeah. Oh, it'll do enough damage to... Well, there was a friend of mine that I used to work with. She's Asian, but she was adopted by 2 white Australian families of people, right? And so her dad, she was at the park with her dad when she was like a baby, and like someone came up to him and was like, "Excuse me, what are you doing here?" And it's like, "I'm just watching my daughter." And then he like gestured towards my friend who's Asian, and then the lady was like, "That is disgusting." And he's like, "What? Doesn't she look like me?" I don't remember the rest of the story. That was told secondhand. But yeah,
it's rough for
adoptees and adopters.
well, and just like dads who are alone with their kid at the park,
Yeah, no, I get that.
or at least like older dads.
I once did the thing
Like
with
younger dads, it's just like, oh, isn't that cute?
I did a thing with my dad at a shopping center where he was like, "Come on, we've got to go," and I was being like an ass or something, and I was like, "I don't know you. Who are you?" And then like people were getting like looks, like were like looking like, "Yeah, what's this dude doing?" I'm like, "Get away from me!" And then it's like, "I don't know you," and then he's like, "I'm your dad," and I'm like, "No, you're not."
Oh, that's terrible. He must have been terrified.
Oh yeah, this was before I knew that was like super bad.
Oh no.
And so yeah, and nothing happened of it, obviously. But like, if my kid did that, I'd be like, "Well, I see you then, kiddo."
No, that's them. That's like emancipation. That's that whole thing.
Yeah. Speaking of emancipation, dark web.
Yes, slaves are sold on the dark web. It's really horrible.
Yeah, that's.
I assume, because I don't know where like,
You
I'm not
can
sure
only
where exactly
really-
you would buy them if not the dark web.
I remember looking this up. They're not slaves, as in like you like buy them and then they turn up in like a shackle and chains and like linen pants and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like don't get me wrong, there is a massive like pseudo slave trade in Western countries. It's pretty bad.
That's huge.
There was a girl in Dr. Phil. Okay, probably not the best thing to cite.
No, I saw this, yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, she was sold into slavery. She never saw like the sun until she was like 10.
The chick from Smallville was in a sex slave cult
Yeah, that's right.
called Nexium.
Is that like the cult or the girl's name?
No, the girl's called Alison Mack.
That's right.
Yeah. She got arrested the other day
Yeah, no, yeah.
because she was like the
ringleader.
procurer. She procured girls for the guy, sort of like Oprah did for Harvey Weinstein.
Whoa, what?
Yeah,
Oprah did something wrong?
yeah.
No.
No, she had a school.
No, Queen.
And she had a school in like South Africa that got busted twice, not once but twice, for smuggling children.
Jeez.
But yeah, Oprah for president, yay.
Well, I mean, Donald's president at the moment.
He's a dick, but he's not a slave trader. So
That we know
possibly,
of.
not possibly.
What about doesn't he own a whole bunch of like pageant foundations or something?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just, but I don't think he owns the kid pageants. I think he just owns like Miss Universe.
Regular people can be, Miss Universe can be slaves too.
You ever notice that every winner of Miss Universe has been from Earth?
Yeah, where are we going to start?
This is so problematic.
I mean, assuming we are the only ones in the universe, and I'm sorry for when this gets listened to in 1,000 years' time, and I, for one, welcome our alien overlords.
Look, this was a different time.
Do you reckon?
Don't use the A word. I'm going to have to bleep that out in 1,000 years.
Do
When it's just my brain and like a keyboard.
you reckon, like, so after we've sold out like Madison Square Garden podcasts and like when we're like extra famous, do you reckon someone will have like a USB of just us, and then we'll be in some sort of like history hologram book in like 1,000 years from now, being like, you know how when we did Latin at school, and there was that family.
Oh yeah, Caecilius.
Caecilius is el este into the
He's
Horto.
in the garden, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Do you reckon that will be studied in history books after, like, because obviously, like,
Well,
we just got YouTube,
let me
The
put it.
next step is Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, obviously. Podbean, YouTube, Madison Square Garden. Well, I mean, if you asked me this like 3 years ago, I would have said no. But Donald Trump is going to be in the history books. So, yes, we will be in the history books.
Look, I mean...
Noted reality star. Well, you could consider him like the Shah of reality TV.
It's a reality TV aspect. But yeah, no, like, what we should do is we should put all of these on a USB and put them in the ground.
So they can reconstruct our personalities.
Yeah.
From the because that's, isn't that the whole thing that they were doing in Korea? They like reconstructed people's personalities from their like Facebook recordings and posts and stuff.
What? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean reconstructed personalities?
Like they created an AI 3D image of the face that talked and spoke with the voice,
okay.
and it like synthesized new speech.
Wow,
It was really messed up, and it was of a dead person. So it's like you could pay
Prince? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I wish.
No, yeah, that'd be interesting.
I mean, it's straight out of Black Mirror, but
oh yeah. I mean, I would love to. Thousands of years from now, being a talking head. Obviously, I would be dead for a long time, but my legacy would live on.
yeah.
Or even like,
But wouldn't it suck if no one speaks English in like 1,000 years? So, like, we're only studied by academics who study the ancient English texts. So it's like that and Playboy.
I can imagine like in a classroom in like 1,000 years from now. This is this historical text, Playboy. Was read mainly for the articles. However, it heavily featured naked and promiscuous women. Or like something like, we don't know what hashtag #LitAFFam meant, but we can only speculate as we think that fam comes from the word familiar, and lit means light, so it's light on familiar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they get it blatantly wrong.
Lita F stands for Lita Ford, the lead singer of what band was it? I screwed up the reference. Never mind.
Or like we believe that hashtag when someone put 2 vertical lines and then 2 horizontal lines through each other, it was a sort of a tag of a hash variety. It was used to spread information, usable information, definitely needed information. We do believe it was used by scholars and academics. For example, the ancient philosopher Kanye West. But yeah, you see what I'm getting at? Like,
Yeah.
I would love to be in like a history classroom.
Like the hashtags. The hash was used to initiate bootleg games of tic-tac-toe. Or noughts and crosses if you live in Australia.
Back in the 21st century.
What were we talking about?
Dark web.
Dark web.
Speaking of the dark web.
What's my next thing? The best pizza recipe in the world. So I saw this one like forum post about I found the best pizza recipe I've ever tasted on the dark web. And then everyone was asking, oh, what was the recipe? Do you remember? What was the recipe? He didn't reply.
Didn't remember. Yeah.
No, he didn't reply. Like, he didn't even say that he didn't remember.
Oh, that's a bait and a half.
So I think what we need to do for In Cooking Yourself is we're going to have to reconstruct that recipe somehow.
Oh, I thought we were doing enchiladas because it's.
Oh no, we're doing enchiladas.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Maybe
that might be a future Michael thing.
Yeah, I don't know how we reconstruct dark web. I guess we put like instead of basil, we put like pot leaves on it.
That's the thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah, probably in California.
no, Thailand
What?
or Indonesia.
No, not Indonesia. They kill people for drugs.
No, seriously. The cops just turn a blind eye to it. If there's a rest, so I learned this from our good friends over at Children of Poseidon. If you go to Bali and you see a restaurant that says happy something, happy means it's got that dank kush. So you can get like happy milkshakes, happy pizza. And then you eat it, and then you get happy. Right? Because they only want to bust. They only bust. So how Bali works is the police turn a blind eye to the locals. If they've got drugs, whatever, who cares? You can't get money out of them. If they bust someone that's not a local with drugs, yeah, they'll bust you because they're like, oh, imagine all that bail money we could get. All that bribe I could get right now.
That makes sense.
I mean,
This podcast is sponsored by tourismbali.com. Bali, where bogans go to die.
just bribe death. You can bribe everything over there, yeah?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you can, yeah.
You know, that's true, though. The country with the highest percentage of Australians dying in the world is Australia. Second highest, Bali.
Do you know what the third highest is? I saw this recently.
Oh, really? What?
Greece.
Mykonos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all go over there to party and then just die.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because they party on yachts. That's really dangerous.
Yeah. We should go to Yacht Week and do a podcast.
And yachting yourself.
And wanking yourself.
Wasn't that our first topic? Yachts. No,
Yachts?
boats.
It was boats.
Yeah. Just don't say that we're yachting, because that means a very different thing.
What?
Yachting?
Yotting?
No,
Or
like
yachting.
like yachting.
Oh. Is that a thing?
So it's sort of like this. You know how when there's like big film festivals and stuff,
Yeah.
lots of people. Well, Cannes is the one that this is where it's really common. All these like rich financiers come in, and they all got their big yachts.
Yeah.
And in order to get money and access to the yachts, certain attractive women will service the billionaire financiers and get cash. So it's like really, really high end prostitution.
Well, yeah, it's like...
And supposedly there's a lot of like actresses that do it.
Oh, wow. It's like there was a podcast I was listening to.
This is a really depraved podcast.
Oh, yeah, incredibly.
This is inspiring.
What's the dark web? What did you expect? Like
After
you know
dark
what
web.
Did you expect like it to be like on the dark web? I bought a puppy.
You probably could buy a puppy off the dark web.
Oh yeah, it'd be like
I reckon some parts of the world, that's the only place you can get pit bulls.
why?
The pit bulls are illegal in some
Oh,
some local councils, and
but they're just as they're like if not they're just as aggressive, if not more aggressive breeds of dogs out there.
Labradors can be even more aggressive.
Yeah.
But no, look, here's the thing: it's not about stopping aggressive dogs from being aggressive. It's about justifying the existence of a local council.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because there was a whole thing about a local council here where it was like they all amalgamated, but then they were like, we don't like this. We want our money. But it's like
it, and they'll be like, well, if you don't pay your taxes, who's going to fix your roads? And I'm like, well, no one fixes the roads already. Have you seen
not the local council.
Frederick Street?
Not the local council. The road's a state.
Oh yeah, but they hire they hire contractors to do it anyway.
Yeah. Which, I mean, yes, I have seen Frederick Street. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's that one, right?
Oh.
Or was that Milton Street?
Oh, my goodness. You just told 3 people where we were.
They can see where I'm pointing right now, and they'll triangulate.
Well, Frederick and Milton are pretty big. So it's like they just got to find the one in the middle. And they've got like, I don't know, 10 or 12 blocks to look for us.
Wait, which way's Frederick?
North by northwest.
Kanye's daughter.
Was North a girl? It
Yeah.
was a boy.
No, it was a girl.
What was the next
But
one?
they
Saint?
call her Nori.
Oh, well, let's call her Nori.
Because of the pun. Northwest.
Yeah, I get that. But it's not... Your baby name isn't a pun. You literally called your baby a direction.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you reckon? All right. Do you reckon someone could? Because Kanye doesn't make that much money. Last year he made like 700,000. That's not a lot for a rapper. Like Kim makes a lot more than him.
He's probably worth a lot though.
He's probably got a lot of assets, but I mean his wife's an asset really for him.
Yeah.
Like being like the one making the money. Someone was like, do you reckon Jeans West could pay Kanye enough money to make his next child Jeans? Or you could even just shorten it to Jean.
Yeah.
Jean's West.
Yeah. Or if it's a girl, Jean.
Jean, there you go.
Yeah. Or if it's a man, Jane.
Like Gene. Genetics West.
Genetics West.
That sounds like a bad, like an evil corporation from a sci-fi movie. Like Genetics West.
Oh,
we
yeah,
make
yeah.
you better. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
like
it's
in like RoboCop or something.
Yeah. If I ever make like a...
This podcast is brought to you by Genetics West.
Why be you when you cannot be you?
Why be you when you can be better?
Come into one of our stores for a consultant on how to be less you and more not you. And then there'd be like a dun, 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 dun.
This is a good business idea.
I mean, we have to do something with, I assume, genetics. And we're on the east coast of Australia, so...
Look, we're near the nuclear reactor. Easy.
Yeah, we should just...
We just take some uranium and we're like, we're going to inject this into you. And
Which, I mean,
then it'll change your genetics. It's a bit of a crapshoot, but...
Look, you've got a 1% chance of being a superhero and a 99% chance of not.
Of just like a horrible
But
cancer-ridden death.
But if you think about it, what would you think if you turn this down? You could have been a superhero.
No, that's a powerful marketing ploy.
It's a very common marketing ploy.
And then you just sign them. Make them sign an agreement that says you will not sue us for giving you cancer. You realise that this will give you cancer, probably.
Yeah, but no, that's actually a very common marketing ploy. It's like the new iPhone XI. Buy it now. You'd regret it if you didn't, and you'll regret it if you don't later. Pretty much.
You wouldn't.
Oh my god, I have to now. He's threatened me.
What else we got here? So the dark web. So a lot of anarchists and like communists and like Nazis and stuff hang out there too.
Oh yeah.
But like you can find that on the regular web too. So I guess it must be like the true believers.
Yeah, just like the extra big ones that have been banned.
I reckon like 90% of the Nazis you see on like 4chan and stuff are just
Edgy teenagers.
Yeah, or just trolls.
Yeah. Have you been on so you know how incels got taken down?
Yeah.
Have you been on the incels forum? Yeah, so when incels got taken down, they just made an incels forum.
Like, like 4chan or something?
No, like it's its own website.
Oh, like one of those like
incels.com or something.
Yeah, right.
It is.
It's depressing.
I was like cringy. I was like, oh no, dude, no, you can't just.
There, but for the grace of God goes Ronald.
I mean,
I'm kidding, Ronald.
I assume he's had sex at least once.
Well, there's the time there was that other guy there too.
We'll get into that later. We'll bring that up when he comes on. Spoiler alert.
You know, we haven't actually told a Ronald story yet on this podcast.
Oh, yeah, they were all in the first episode, weren't they?
Yeah.
Has Ronald been on the dark web?
You know what? I assume so.
Oh, let's ring him. I'm not going to ring him.
He's got that look in his eyes that he's seen some shit.
Yeah, that could have also just been high school.
Yeah, that was very traumatic for him.
It was traumatic for all of us. That was not a good time.
Mm.
I mean, towards the end, I was just like, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to hang.
Like, hang?
Oh, yeah, several times. My neck was so muscular, it just snapped the rope. I'm kidding. I didn't try to hang myself in high school. It was primary school. But no, yeah, it was just towards the end of school, I was like, whatever, I'm just going to hang. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
This got old like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I think I dropped out like halfway through year 12.
Smart.
Oh, it actually was genuinely the smartest thing I've ever done.
Yes, it's not good. It's not fun.
No, I just feel like, for me,
Like, school wasn't a thing, but I didn't want to do a trade. Yeah, you ever had that? It's like, oh, why did you drop out of school? Oh, the school wasn't for me, but I didn't want to do a trade.
yeah. Well, I mean, I could have handled doing a trade. I think. I mean, depends on the trade.
Like, a lot of people just do them. Like, I mean, if you pick like a
Some of them you can pick up as almost a hobby, like mechanic.
painting. Yeah.
Like, I know guys who practically do most of their like mechanic work themselves. Like, you know, like the standard like service, oil change.
Yeah, I
crap.
get that. I mean, it's not hard to learn. It's like WikiHow has a lot of different car brands on it.
Yeah.
So you can be like, WikiHow, Ford Falcon.
I mean, that's the thing. Now that you got the internet, the only thing you really need to know how to do is effectively search the internet. Yeah,
there was a joke,
and you can learn most of anything.
One of the guys that worked with Katie was doing an IT degree, and it wasn't like computer science or anything like that, where it's actually you need to know things about computers and what makes them go. It's just purely just information technology. And his mate, I was at his 21st, and his 21st speech was, a mate of his said, is like, and when you finish your degree in Google.
Sorry, I dropped the thing. Say that again.
His mate was like, look, when you finish your degree in Google.
In Google,
yeah, because it's, yeah.
That's basically what the help desk guy does.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that several times because people just assume I'm like good with computers, which I am. I'm better than most with computers. At least better than most normal people.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Like normies.
Normies.
So yeah, like if I don't know, I'll just like, I'm like, oh, let me just have a look at how your program normally runs, and then I'll get the error alert, and it says, okay. Type the error message in.
Oh, wow, it gives me an error code. Cool. Maybe I might just Google that.
Like, it used to give you the option on Windows to Google the code. Like, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like, search online for
solutions.
Yeah.
Now, if you get a blue screen on Windows 10, which I get regularly because my computer's not the greatest.
Yeah, I'm about due for an update.
Yeah, same. I got the money there. I just got to... Yeah. But, like, it actually gives you a QR code.
Oh, yeah. Actually, this happened the other day because my computer also is... I've got a hard drive that just stopped working. Like, one day I just... they're all like C drive, E drive. One day the E drive just wasn't there. I was like...
Yeah. Just plug it back in.
I guess it's gone. That's where World of Warcraft was.
Oh. Was that a good thing?
Honestly, that was probably for the best. And it wouldn't fit on my C drive because I have one of those tiny SSDs.
Ah, yeah.
Like the very first SSD.
Speaking of dark web, World of Warcraft. Sorry, speaking of World of Warcraft, dark web.
Oh, yeah. So we're talking about Ants versus communists. Well, I heard about one conspiracy theorist. And he was like a Holocaust denier. Initially. Right? Then he did more of his, like, quote-unquote research. And then he came to the conclusion that Hitler was actually trying to save the Jews. And they put them in the camps to ship them to the Holy Land.
Wasn't that Palestine or one of them?
Oh, yeah, well, it was Palestine, now it's called Israel.
Oh.
I think there's some kind of, like, contentious issue around that, I don't know.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I know there's the whole, like, fighting Gaza or whatever, and neither side is really inherently good.
Well, because they're both like, oh no, we want peace. And then you say, oh, wait, what sort of peace do you want? I'm like, okay, well, we want the whole country to be our country.
It's classic. Just
actually, it's pretty much North and South Korea, except if like North Korea was just like a completely different ethnic group that was just dumped there by a UN resolution in the middle of like all the other ethnic groups that hate that ethnic group in particular.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's not. I assume that would not be the greatest idea.
No, it didn't really work out. Well, so far it hasn't worked out.
No, you just got to let it go, and it'll figure itself out.
Let's just let them sort it out between themselves.
They're sorting it out.
They're just talking. They're just talking.
There's the scene in Anchorman. They're just talking. They were fighting in that scene in Anchorman. Just for reference. Great movie. That movie's like 15 years old at this point.
And you can torrent it on
the dark web.
Actually, no, you can't really.
Web
you can't torrent on the dark web because it slows down the entire dark web.
Does that mean the dark web is on some dude's computer that, like, in whatever region of wherever?
Let's be real. It's probably in Russia somewhere.
Oh, yeah, no,
or like former Soviet Union. So maybe like Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Kazakhstan doesn't have that much money for infrastructure like that. Like,
well, it's terrible infrastructure. Like it's as slow as dial-up.
Oh, jeez, really?
Apparently.
Oh, apparently. Is this you confessing on the dark web?
No, I go to the dark web to confess.
I go to the dark web to get all my child
Look, this is based entirely off of, like,
Reddit posts.
Not just Reddit posts, other forums as well, and blogs and stuff of people who, like, I decided to go into the dark web for a day. And then they're like, I'm never going back.
Never going back to the normal web because the dark web is that good?
Yeah, sure. They buy puppies and everything.
Yeah, I actually sort of want to try and buy a puppy on the dark web. We should get some Bitcoin.
Maybe, well, actually that goes nicely into my idea for in business yourself.
Oh, we're doing in business yourself now.
And maybe let's do it. We haven't done a theme tune for it yet, have we?
Do you want to leave space for one? Oh, no, we won't. When does this go? This goes up like tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. No. We'll.
Sorry, internet. Sorry, dark web.
We'll do one eventually.
Anyway. All right, so obviously there's something going on with this Bitcoin thing, right? All the kids are talking about it.
Yeah.
So what we do is we create a dark web business. Now, I don't know what we sell yet, but maybe we get like, we do like that guy, the punch in the balls guy.
Yeah.
So it's like 1 Bitcoin and, well, how much is 1 Bitcoin? That's a lot, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Well, anyway, we acquire Bitcoin by, like, we will throw a cake.
Yeah.
At whoever you like who lives in Sydney.
Last price was 12,000.
Okay, so maybe for like 0.01 of a Bitcoin.
0.1% of a Bitcoin, yeah.
No, but it all adds up. The important thing is that we get paid in Bitcoin.
So we just make money like that.
Yeah. Or what about we will mail a package of human shit to whoever you want.
Even better, we sell human meat, but it's just pork.
That's a good idea. Yeah, and like, who's gonna like sue you for?
Yeah, who's gonna sell you for selling them pork?
Like, what are they gonna call the cops and say, "Hey,
I wanted to buy human meat. This guy sold me pork. I don't know where he is because it's the dark web, but."
I mean, at the same time, you don't really want to piss off cannibals, but...
Do you reckon there are legit... Like, obviously not, like, Like, I know there's still cannibals, like Papua New Guinea and stuff.
Like the Sentinelese people, yeah.
Yeah, there's, like, in Papua New Guinea, there's, like, this tribe still without contact.
Yeah, yeah.
And they throw spears at planes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, I'm all for just... Let's leave them alone.
Yeah, no, I get that as well, but it's like... We should the human meat thing. There we go. That's how we make our money.
It's a good idea. And we make bacon. No, like it's just cured. We just give them bacon, but it's like maybe we cure it slightly differently.
Yeah, we cure it with like toenail, and we just like throw like toenails and hair and stuff in there a bit.
What do you reckon reckon's the chief determinant in like how human meat tastes?
If you get those sweet prions.
So we just chuck a couple of prions in there.
Yeah, I reckon that would work, yeah.
Or what if you just like, you got pork, then we took some of our own blood and just like injected it into the pork and like let it soak through for a bit.
We should.
Then it would taste convincingly like human meat. What we invent imitation human meat for like cannibals who are trying to reform themselves. Like methadone for cannibals.
Yeah, we should set up human meat clinics.
We'll call it Truman.
I don't know, I can't think of. But yeah, no, we should totally like... Oh, I had a good in business yourself idea. What was it? It wasn't related to the dark web. I don't know. But, okay, so here's one I thought of a while ago. Professional waiters. All right?
Isn't that a thing?
You're thinking food, right?
Oh.
But I'm thinking people to wait in line for you. So you want
I think that's a thing.
Like someone said, like, no, okay. There is, in places like India and stuff, you can pay someone like $5 to wait in line wherever you are. But what you do is you set up a waiting company. So you hire someone to be like, hey, I need you to just wait in this line for me. Or, for example, like it would work like in places like, for example, where I saw it happen. Well, I didn't see it happen. I saw it happen on a video. I wasn't there. Where someone paid a guy like 5 rupees to wait in line, right? But it was like a line for like the bank. And so there it's like, I don't know, 4 hours long. But you get people to pay you to wait in line for the new iPhone. So you can use services like that.
That's clever.
But then you set up a company that then hires people to wait in line. So you get paid to pay this person to wait in line for there. There may be too much money fall off there, or like whatever it's called. Where
Uber will find a way to do it.
Uber waits.
No, I reckon it'd be called. You ready for this? Cuba.
Cuba's already a thing. There was a whole embargo thing, and
oh yeah.
and the guy just died.
Fidel Castro.
Yeah.
And there were so many people who were like, R.I.P. to a great man and a true revolutionary, blah, blah, blah. Like the president of Canada or whatever said that. And I'm like, yeah, you know he like locked up 20,000 gay people in camps and stuff. Like he killed a lot of people. Like
that is pretty revolutionary.
like they were rookie numbers as far as like most other communist dictators. But
like percentage wise,
percentage of his own population wise, and like
yeah, it's all going to be relative. It's all percentage, man.
Anyway, I think we need to wrap up.
We need to wrap.
It's about time.
All right.
I got a hot date tonight.
You have a date tonight.
A movie date.
Oh, what are you watching?
Ready Player One.
Oh, it's really good. It's really sad when he dies, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're not going to spoil the movie for her, because
she's read the book.
No, because she will have seen it by the time this goes live.
Oh no, I'm spoiling it for you.
I've already seen it. I was there with you when you saw it.
Oh, you were. I thought it was Jamo. Whoops.
Me and Gemma, like we both have like that basic white male
brown hair.
appearance.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a bit for the. Yes, it is definitely a bit for the podcast. No, yeah.
So yeah,
we
hit
should plug
the
us-
emails.
Yeah, smash that email. You know, we'll put the
Check
email.
out the YouTube where we can actually smash that bell.
We should get a bell, and I should ring it when I like smash it.
Whenever we say smash that bell.
That
Yeah,
bell.
that's a good idea.
Look, go hit the link in the description below. Like, rate, and subscribe. We can say this now because we're on YouTube.
But
Buy my merch at somethingtees.com. That's usually what they're called. Yeah, just like smash that bell.
live the smash the bell lifestyle.
Is that a thing?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
Right.
I am quoting just random vloggers.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.